welcome to Knowledge Byte channel. This is Shafiq. I once again welcome you all to learn about a new episode on Microsoft Excel basics. Today we are going to see some important topic that is about functions. Functions is nothing but formulas. There are certain basic formulas which you need to use while working in Microsoft Excel. These are specific formulas which you need to use when you are working in Microsoft Excel in your daily office course. Okay, so let's start now. For example, I'm typing some numbers over here, 43, 46, some numbers for sample I'm typing here. Now suppose if I want to add all these numbers, basic formula which we use to add the numbers is sum formula. So for that you should type is equal to sum bracket open. First you need to give cell reference. Whenever you are typing any formula, you should give a cell reference. Cell reference is nothing but this particular cell 43, in which cell it is written. That addressing is what is called as cell reference. So for example, this is in C column and third row, so you should type as C3. Now type colon and the last number is in this cell, so that is C7, and then you should close the bracket. So you will get the answer. This is one manual method of adding numbers. There is a shortcut key as well yesterday which I discussed in my previous video. That is by pressing Alt is equal to button and by pressing enter you will get the answer. This is for sum formula. Now if you want to calculate the average of all these numbers, what you have to just do is you should type again is equal to average. Whenever you are typing any formula, be it any formula, you should use is equal to sign. Without is equal to sign, you cannot generate any formula. So you can see here in hint itself so many hints are given, but I want to only find average. So I should type only is equal to average bracket open. Again cell referencing as usual C3 to C7. Now C7, if I want to calculate the average of all these numbers means I should type C7. Suppose I want to calculate only for the first three numbers means you should stop the cell reference up to C5 only. I don't have to calculate for the remaining numbers. So this is how you need to do. Now if I calculate the average, you will get the average number, that is the mean number of all these values. So 43.2 is the average number for all these, average value for all these numbers. This is another formula. Suppose I am typing any 2, 3 values. Suppose these two values are too bigger. Now I want to multiply these two numbers. So multiplying bigger numbers is somewhat difficult for us, but in Excel it is very easy. So what you have to just do is you should type is equal to product. What formula you will use for multiplication? You should use product formula. So product bracket open, again F4 colon F5. So when you press enter, you will get the multiplied value of those two numbers. So not only for those two numbers, you can do multiplication for multiple numbers as well. So which formula we will use? Product formula. Next, suppose in this series of cells, if I want to find out which is the biggest number or which is the maximum, which is the number which has maximum value. So for that we should use is equal to max formula bracket open. So C3 to C7. So when you close the bracket, you will get the highest value. So highest value among these numbers is 76. So it will display you as 76. If I want to check the minimum value is nothing but the lowest number. So for that we should use min. Min stands for minimum. So bracket open, again the same thing. C3 to C7. When you close the bracket and press enter, you will get the value as 25. So this is the way where you can able to find the maximum number as well as minimum number. There is some more basic formulas as well. Like if you want to find out today's date in Microsoft Excel, It is very easy. So you should type today, bracket open, bracket close. When you press enter, automatically it will display you today's date. If I want to see date as well as time in Excel, so for that you should type is equal to now, bracket open, bracket close. When you press enter, automatically along with date, it will display you time as well. Next formula is very important formula. Suppose I'm typing some values, it can be any values. Now among these values, before when we added the numbers, we directly use only sum formula. When we use sum formula, it will add all the numbers. It will not leave any number. Whatever the cells which we are selecting, it will add all the numbers. There is one more formula called sum if. What is this sum if? If stands for uh, sometimes when we give any condition, like I don't want to calculate all these numbers. I want to give a condition. Okay, based on that condition only, it should add the number and it should give you the result. Like that, if you want to calculate, then we will use sum if formula. For example, even in schools, when we type mark list, there are it will give you total for all the students' marks. Now I want to specifically want to see the total of those students who have scored above 90, or I want to see the total of students who have scored below 25. Like that, I want to give any condition and calculate, then this formula will be helpful. Like for example, is equal to sum if, bracket open. Now among these values, if I want to check, or if I want to add the numbers which is above 50, this is above 50, then you can see here three options are given: range, criteria, and sum range. So range is nothing but whatever the cell I want to calculate, those cells I have to select. So it starts from J3 to J9. That is the range for me. Then comma. Now criteria refers to condition. Here only you should give specific condition. So what condition we saw, what condition we thought of, I want to add only those values which is above 50. So here what I have to type here bracket, first you should use apostrophe and then you should put the condition greater than 50. Then close with apostrophe and then comma. Then sum range is nothing but the numbers where I have to add. So again, this is also the same thing, J3 to J9. Then bracket close. When you press enter, it will show you as 141. 141 is nothing but which is above 50. That is only these two values. 65 plus 76 is 141. If you want to check, you can check separately. Is equal to 65 plus 71. You can see here what value we are getting. 65 plus 76. What you are getting exactly 141. So based on the condition, it will give you the result. That is what is called sum if. So I hope you guys would have understood. So let's wind up this session for today. We'll see some other topics in the next class. Till then, stay safe at home. Take care.